On this episode of Chef and a Baby, we're talking bone broth, baby. Very healthy, good for you, full of nutrients. Gotta use them bones, baby. And what I prefer to do for this particular soup, I prefer to roast them bones. We're not gonna roast these bones, but we're gonna roast turkey bones. Turkey legs almost as big as azalea. So, turkey bones. We're gonna put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on them, a couple tablespoons, okay, a little bit of sea salt, okay, and a little bit of lemon pepper, okay, just sprinkle on the top. And then we're going to throw these into a 400-degree oven on convention. If you don't have a convention, 450 for about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, until they're golden brown. You want a little bit of dark brown color on. It's going to give you that deep amber color in your bone broth. On this episode of Chef and a Baby, we're making turkey noodle soup with turkey bone broth, baby. Coming at you. We just took the turkey legs out of the stock. Stock is reducing by half. We chopped up 3 pounds of carrots, 1 large onion, and 4 stalks of celery, medium dice. We're gonna reduce the turkey stock by half. We're gonna saute the carrots, then you add in the onions, then you add in the celery, saute it for about 5 to 10 minutes at medium heat until the onions and celery are translucent. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of garlic, and then we're gonna add that to our stock. In the meantime, our turkey legs are cooling off. Once they're cooled off, we're gonna pick the meat off of the bone. Don't give the bones to your dog. We're gonna add that to our soup. We'll come back at you with the finished product. Today's Chef and a Baby, and we're doing bone broth, baby. Turkey noodle soup. Woo! Our bones are roasted on Chef and a Baby. Now the only other things you need to get this thing started is a big pot, which we have here. Pair of tongs to touch these roasted bones, which I put a little bit of water on the pan and it kind of deglazed it. But you can see the color, golden brown, roasted turkey bones going right in to cold water. About 5 or 6 bay leaves. You can use fresh or dried. Right in there with the cold water. We're going to bring that to a boil, and then we're going to simmer it for about 45 minutes to an hour with the turkey bones in there, turkey legs. After that, don't eat them now because they're still raw, okay? And then we're going to boil them for about an hour, and then they're going to come out. You cool them down at room temp for half hour, then put them in the fridge because we're going to pull them apart for later. Turn your broth down to a slow, low simmer, and we're going to reduce that by half. Then we are going to taste and adjust seasonings. We'll see a little bit later this afternoon. And we're talking bone broth, baby. And we're making turkey noodle soup on Winter Storm Delilah from Berlin, Wisconsin. Oh, coming back at you. We're doing bone broth, baby. So we're finishing up our broth. I got it reduced by half. We have our mirepoix, or carrots, celery, and onions sauteed for about 15 minutes here. We're going to get that lightly brown, translucent on the onions and the celery. We're going to add that back to our stock, our bone broth, and we're going to simmer that for about 15 minutes, get those vegetables nice and tender. We're going to add our chopped turkey, and then we added a little bit of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon, and then salt and ground white pepper. So ground white pepper, I added about a teaspoon. And sea salt, I added about 1.5 tablespoons. So 1.5 tablespoons of sea salt. You could put as much salt as you want. I can't have too much salt, so you put a little bit of salt, pepper in. If you think it's bland, you need more salt, put some more salt in it. If you want to spice it up, you like Cajun, throw some Cajun seasoning in there. Now you've got turkey noodle soup that's Cajun, baby. Put a little sriracha in there. Get wild with it, baby. Okay. This little sous chef right here just finished her apple. We're going to finish up this bone broth turkey noodle soup. We'll come back at you. Chef and a Baby 2020. Fishing up bone broth on Chef and a Baby. So we just finished up our soup. Got our we just did a plain macaroni noodle. Can use any kind of noodle you want. You want bow ties? Go for it. You don't like turkey? Don't use turkey. Do the same process with chicken. You don't like chicken? Use a pork bone. Go get some beef knuckles. Ask your butcher for some knuckles or some bones with a little meat on them. Boil them. Roast them first. Get that flavor profile going just like I showed you. And then you'll finish off with turkey noodle soup. Very healthy. From our family to yours. Oh yeah, P.S. When you're doing turkey noodle soup and you're letting the turkey bones cool off outside and you got dogs around, not a good idea. Happy puppy. From our family to yours, B-Jack's Culinary Cafe from the B-Jack Casa. This was bone broth, turkey noodle soup. Have a wonderful day. And remember, spend as much time with your family as you can, because that's all that matters. Love you.